consecutive World Cup match in the 2023 ODI campaign. They have also maintained their spotless record against arch rivals Pakistan. So from 7-0, it has become 8-0. Another consummate performance from the Indian side. Bowlers really on song and coming to the party, and the batsmen doing their thing. India winning very comprehensively by 7 wickets after restricting Pakistan to 191 in less than their allotted 50 overs. They were all out. They went from 155 for 2 to 171 for 7 and then ultimately bowled out for 191. Our frontline bowlers all shared 2 wickets each, but really the pick of the bowlers was Jasprit Bumrah, who has also been adjudged the man of the match this time for this one. And then, of course, Rohit Sharma was on song. He was looking good for another ton, which would have been a consecutive ton after last match, and a record 8th World Cup ton. But that was not to be. He got out at 86. Virat Kohli gave him company after Gill departed a little bit cheaply. He also left without carrying on a soft dismissal. But really, with KL Rahul and Shreyas Iyer still to come, it was never going to be difficult at all. Let me first go across to the guests joining me here at the Narendra Modi Stadium. Senior sports journalist Ayaz Memon and Group Consulting Sports Editor K. Srinivas Rao. Look at the crowd behind us. I don't know if it is getting caught because it's pretty dark now. But it's a sea of blue now coming out of the Narendra Modi Stadium. There were over 1 lakh people inside. And this was one-way traffic today.
Big occasion, big crowd.
Yeah.
Big match, but a no-show by Pakistan. It just turned out to be so one-sided for all the hype.
Yeah.
I think Pakistan, look, in a way, it just seemed to me they looked intimidated by the strength and the quality of the opposition. The difference in players in terms of skill and talent was evident. I also thought, and I've never, to be honest, Shivani, I haven't seen such a faint-hearted Pakistan team. They just didn't seem to have the gumption. At one stage, 155 for 2. Yes, not going at breakneck speed, but to get bowled out for 191 from there, I think it just reflected a certain vulnerability. Technical vulnerability, of course, and then
mental vulnerability. The pressure, I mean, you're coming into a match 7-0, 7 against India. You've done well so far in your 2 matches, but those weren't the biggest sides. Now you face your first contest and actually the Pakistani side gets shown up.
Yeah, this was the first Takkar ka game that was built up coming into this game, but there was no Takkar, because whether it's the 11 that we're talking about or whether it's the squad of 15 that we're talking about, on paper, on the field, there's no match. There's no match in terms of the bench strength that Pakistan carries. Look how dependent they are on Babar Azam and Rizwan, and it showed once again today that Babar Azam dismissal was, I think he was in doubt. He just didn't know whether to go forward, come back, whatever. He lost his way, lost his wicket, and after that Pak were done. It was just a free fall after that. And Jasprit Bumrah, man of the match. Even in Delhi, the guy, 10 overs, 37 odd runs, again on a track like this, belter of a track, comes, delivers again. The guy just knows, he's not that guy coming in just using pace. He's got fluidity and it shows out there.
He has to be the smartest bowler. And the thing about Jasprit Bumrah is he is not dependent on the conditions as much. Right? He doesn't need the purchase from the pitch alone to help him. He can actually get wickets on all kinds of pitches.
Well, absolutely. I think this is a fantastic point you've raised. And I think it's not that he's not depending on the pitch. I think he just sussed out the pitches, the conditions, that because he plays so much of the IPL all over the country, all kinds of pitches. And he works very hard in his preparation for what he's going to do with which batsman.
And perfect lens to all kinds of batsmen.
And he follows the passage of play very intently when he's in the middle.
I think he sets a batsman quite beautiful too.
Yeah, I think so. And I think that, Bumrah and Siraj, I don't think we should take away any credit from Siraj because he got the breakthrough, and then Babar Azam, but also the spinners. And I'll tell you why. Kuldeep and Jadeja, when this partnership was building up between Rizwan and Babar,
they kept the control on the runs.
They kept the control. They didn't allow them to run away with the game. And that was very crucial. It allowed Bumrah to come back and Siraj.
No, Rizwan definitely hadn't scored much in his last 10-12 balls when he actually got out. So that pressure of not getting those runs, not even getting those singles was getting to him. And Rizwan, for whatever, he may have come off a ton in the last match. I felt he was not actually looking very in good touch. Babar, on the other hand, was still batting better than what Rizwan was doing. Venkatesh Prasad is also joining us. Venkatesh, finally, the bowler winning the man of the match in this case. It's Jasprit Bumrah. Before we talk about the others, a word about Jasprit Bumrah from you as well. Just what beautiful thinking bowling from him. He is not dependent on the conditions. He is not dependent on what purchase he gets from the pitch. or from the conditions. He's not dependent on what the opposition is actually. He does what Bumrah does, and everybody else has to deal with it.
Shivani, yeah, I mean, outstanding bowling performance from all the bowlers and Jasprit Bumrah in particular. Look, he keeps it very, very simple. As I said earlier, he just bowls the test match line and length, which is off stump and outside the off stump, the corridor of uncertainty. And also he hits the lengths pretty consistently, and his seam position is brilliant. And what also goes in favor of Jasprit Bumrah is the angle of his delivery as well. You know, he goes pretty wide of the crease and angles, and it is very difficult for the batter to pick his angle of delivery, because at times the ball comes back into the right-hand batter, and at times it comes back in the air and pitches and straightens. And that's where the batters get beaten, and that's where they he gets those caught behinds or caught at slip. Like the Mitchell Marshes and so on. I think all in all, it's a fantastic bowling performance, and it's great to see Jasprit Bumrah winning the man of the match, which we did talk about earlier on in the show. And what else? I mean, this team has their confidence is extremely high. They've got a set pattern now. Their approach, they are very, very clear of their approach. In fact, everybody knows their roles and responsibilities. And as you rightly mentioned, it's not that they're dependent on just one or two or three players. Anybody can come and contribute. And it's great to see Shreyas Iyer as well getting his 50 in style. Okay, so he's middling the ball really well. And he's spending a lot of time in the middle. So that is another positive for the Indian team.
All right. I request our guests to stay with us. We'll be joined by more of our World Cup experts in just a bit. But I have to slip into a very short break. On the other side, of course, we have to talk about the other star performers for India as well. And Rohit Sharma is really on the top of that list. So stay with us. Big all-round performance for India in the big match against Pakistan, winning by 7 wickets. But really, that doesn't really give you the extent of the damage, psychological damage that India has done. The Rohit Sharma-led side has done on the Babar Azam-led side. If it was already bad that India had a 7-0 enviable record against Pakistan in ODI World Cups, now that record is 8-0, and it's going to be even worse for the Pakistani sides to recover from this. Let's go across, before I go to our guest, let's go across to my colleague Preeti, who's joining us. I'm standing from one... All right, we seem to have lost Preeti's link, but Graeme Swann, former England cricketer, is also joining us. Swanee, it was supposed to be India, it was looking like India, but this performance has actually pummeled Pakistan.
Halfway through that Pakistan innings at 155 for 2, things were looking very bleak for India at that point. Pakistan had the perfect start to the game, the perfect platform to then explode, score 300. It would have been a great score. However, the Indian bowlers, people talk about mercurial Pakistan all the time. And mercurial, for those who don't know, mean a sudden change in fortune. And that's exactly what happens with Pakistan. They went from brilliant to dreadful, and that collapse. It was like England back in the 80s. It was just a collapse that ruined Pakistan's chances. But the best thing that India did when they went out to bat, Rohit Sharma is the best in the world at this. When he's chasing a small total, he doesn't mess around. He doesn't use the 50 overs. He attacks from the start. And he's so good at doing that he completely deflates the bowlers. He takes all notion of a surprise victory out of the bowling attack. That was brilliant from Rohit Sharma. This 86 was the most impressive innings of the World Cup for me. Better than anything that's come before it, better than the South Africans' hundreds, what have you, the New Zealanders, anything. This was the knock of the World Cup. This was a statement from Rohit Sharma. We are the best team in this, and every other nation will have watched that and will not know how to beat India right now.
Absolutely. I agree with you, Graeme. This is the best knock of Rohit Sharma that I have also seen. I think he's done a lot in his career. Of course, he had 5 centuries in the World Cup coming into this World Cup and a century in the last match. But just the sheer power, strength, confidence, fluidity, and that exquisite timing that he has, everything was on display, and it was an absolute delight to watch. Let's also go across to let's also go across to my colleague Preeti joining us from outside the stadium with fans. Preeti, the fans are still collected outside gate number 1. I can see from where I am.
You can see the huge crowds are coming outside the stadium. So you enjoyed today's match?
Yes, it was a fantastic and we love it and we enjoy. We are going to get the World Cup.
So you will come again for the final?
Yes, we are coming from Mumbai and we are already booked ticket for final as well and the semi-final too.
Yes,
So
we are already
definitely going to see the final match once again and picking up the India with the World Cup. India!
So you enjoyed today's match?
Very fantastic match. We always enjoy India-Pakistan and today seeing live in the stadium was a different experience altogether. Amazing. Definitely not the one to miss.
And Mumbai's band.
Yeah, we are going for the semi-final.
We are Mumbaikar. We are coming from Mumbai and Rohit Sharma has done a lot of things for India today to win the match and he will pick up the World Cup for India definitely.
World Cup is coming home.
Disappointed because Virat Kohli did not play much.
Well, yes, but then it doesn't matter. The team wins, right? So all the players in the team are equally important. Yeah.
We have seen that people are really enjoying this match because it's the first time they have come to Ahmedabad and they watched the India and Pakistan match.
All right. Fans there already preparing to come back to Ahmedabad for the final. I can tell you it's not going to be an India-Pakistan final, the way things are going for the Pakistani team. But who knows, things can change. India certainly looking very set for the semis and the final. We're going to slip into a very short break. Moin